I got into trouble going into an arc cave that was in the swamp jungle area of the Caballus map. It was my first arc cave with like bats and creatures in it. The one I went in before was very tame and only had one alpha in it at one point, but this is bats and snakes and absolutely terrifying things, plus mechanics that you have to figure out. So I'm going to talk through, do something a little bit different instead of just showing gameplay. I'm going to provide kind of a play-by-play commentary on my caving experience, my first caving experience officially on Caballus. Chaos. Absolute chaos. There were 4 of us there. 4 very well-seasoned ARC players. We had Mel, we had Night Scream, and we had Rex, and of course myself. But I was still living in the medieval ages of ARC. My technology had not quite progressed at a rate that theirs had, so I was not as well prepared as I would have liked to be. I had a long arm rifle, with simple bullets. I had a zappy proddy thing, which I didn't end up using because I ended up running away from things for most of the cave experience. Thank goodness everybody else was prepared. Of course, before we got into the cave, the day before we got into the cave, I was planning on doing all of my preparation and making it to the next tier of technology. So like fabricator, electricity, assault rifles, all that really fun stuff. And our server was down all day because of the Paleo Arc mod update. So there was that too. So that was going on. So I didn't have time to prep. So I only had enough time that morning to make my simple rounds of ammo and put on my riot gear that I had raided from those, or looted, I should say, from those red treasure chests that we got in one of the last episodes. So that's the setup. As you can see, we handled the first half of things really well. Basically, you go into the cave into a main cavern, and in there are bats, which apparently give you rabies, and you have to stay away from everybody, or else you will give everybody else rabies, and you lose health. Rex came in clutch with the health potions, so I did have a stack of health potions, which was really nice. Thank you, Rex. So we make it up the stairs, we loot a treasure thing, and we're kind of trying to figure out where to go. It turns out you jump over some mushrooms and then head around like a back alley into another back alley. And there's this poison pit that is a little frustrating, if I do say so myself. I think I died in there 3 or 4 total times trying to make it through and into the next room, which we have affectionately named the Spike Room, which is where Rex met his first demise in the cave. It was kind of funny because one minute he was there and then the next minute he was just gone. The spikes claimed him. The chaos just reigned everywhere. So Rex dies. We got Titanoboas coming at us through the walls. Scared the crap out of me. I'm so glad that I wasn't recording my face. Maybe I should have been recording my face, but as someone who gets migraines, sometimes you just gotta turn the ring light off because it hurts your eyes. So I wasn't recording my face, but you guys, I can't even begin to tell you the chaos that this dungeon was. I mean, not only was it these crazy creatures coming at you the whole time, but then there were like dart traps and spike traps, and you can fall into poison pits. Like I felt like Indiana Jones in the Ark or something. Like honestly, it was like that kind of vibe going on. It was that like exploration, making your way through the cave, going over some crazy bridges. And then we hit the pit of death, which was just full of like all kinds of reptiles and massive snakes and scorpions and of course bats that continued to give us rabies. But we found a way that we could drop it down below. And once we did, we cleared the path and we took a step outside and the whole cave sealed itself off. We had no idea how close we were to the artifact. We were right there. But it sealed itself off and we had to go through again. And this is where the real shit happened because okay, we got back to that point. We went through the little sneaky crawly thing. Oh, I should mention, Mel gave us all Sonomacropses, the little fly thingies. Oh, the lava. I forgot about the lava. I forgot about the lava where I died. my first death was to lava. My first death in the cave was to lava. And I thought I was really good at jumping puzzles. Well, I'm not. Either that or the server lagged and I slid right off that platform as if I was wearing ice skates, man. I just whoop right into the lava. I was wearing my little otter friend. Otter friend's dead now, so now I have to go tame another otter. Which was unfortunate because the otter could have carried back an extra artifact. So that was my plan. And so Otter died, I died, I had to go back to my base, get all my stuff. I should have brought a gravestone to put, but I didn't. But Mel came to the rescue, as I was saying, with Cinnamocropses. I hope I'm saying that right. And they're like these little cute, adorable insect-eating dinos that rest on your back, and then when you need them to fly and glide you around, they do that. So that's what we did. We made it back through the caves a few times because I kept dying. We had a few other deaths as well. With our little Sinnohs, we got back to the final spot where we were before, and then I got stuck in the line of fire of darts. And it was the saddest moment of my Ark career, because that very next cavern that you're about to walk into is where the artifact is. I was so sad. Like really, like actually sad, because we started this at 1 o'clock p.m. It was now like 4:30 p.m. So we did it. We made it all the way through. And then I died. I got stuck. I'm not sure if it was a glitch or what. You see the footage for yourself. I'm not sure what happened, but I got stuck. And my dreams of actually finding the artifact myself ended right there because I had to go make dinner. I have a family and I had to go make dinner, and that's what happened. So thankfully, my group of friends were able to, actually Rex ran back and got an otter so that he could carry 2 artifacts back with him, and he was able to nab the artifacts for me because he had a teleporter. That's another important piece to this puzzle, is that he used a teleporter to get back into the very end of the cave, grab the artifacts, and as you can see, he left them in a box for me. So that when I came back from being a good housewife and making dinner, that I could just claim the artifacts, and now we're one step closer to finishing the map. And that's my cave story. Absolute chaos. Chaos reigned that day. Absolute chaos. Who's ready for the next one?